The category is face. I'm Dani, thanks for clicking. If you'd like to support this channel, please hit that super thanks button or join memberships. And of course, like, subscribe, and share this episode with a friend. This clip does not match the rest of the video because I accidentally deleted the original opening. Now that that's out of the way, today we're gonna be talking about my favorite headshots for Miss USA 2023. I'll share with you my top 15 in no particular order. Colorado, oh my goodness, all in the eyes, right? All right, I am loving this look and this image. And also, considering that we're in the fall now, I like that she went with a turtleneck. It's just not something that I would have expected, but it's quite seasonal and I love it. We have seen contestants look a little bit seasonal, I would say mostly at Miss Universe. Sometimes you see their headshots and it looks almost like a Macy's holiday ad. I kind of like that. It's a different approach. She's really beautiful here. The hair is great. I think that the skin is slightly over retouched. She could have had a little bit more texture because that is normal. I want that to be very clear to all of my contestants and anyone out there watching. Skin has texture. Everybody has it. It's normal. Please don't forget to tell me who your favorite is in the comments below. Louisiana. I feel like every year a smiling headshot makes it in. Yes, they are more rare, but they still can be effective. There is one thing I want to mention. I don't know if any of you noticed on the website, but a lot of the images almost looked faded or like there was a filter over them. This would be one of those images. The pictures have lacked quite a bit of contrast, and I'm not sure if that has to do with the new website or that everybody's just editing their images like this. Personally, I'm not a fan of this filtered look. I think it almost makes images look a little hazy and reduces the clarity, and I'm not a big fan of that. But aside from that part of it, I think that she's beautiful here in this image. We do know that Louisiana is quite a competitive state, so it doesn't surprise me to see this picture from her, but I like it. Like, the hair is pretty, but it's not overdone. It's not absolutely perfect. It looks real still, and she looks beautiful. DC, oh my gosh. I've been getting very excited about her. I feel that she is just so stunning, and what I love about her is I feel that she looks like her images. Like, you can look at her here and you can see that she photographs very well, but when you see her on stage, when you see her on social media, I feel like this is a fair representation of who she actually is. Now, we're talking about pageant headshots. Let's keep that in mind. So typically pageant headshots are going to be a little bit more on the glamorous side, especially if you compare a pageant headshot to, say, an acting headshot. They are different things. So for this purpose, I think that this is a fantastic headshot. Love it. This blue color, that cerulean blue, I believe it's called, is stunning. It's one of my favorite colors. It's just so tough to find wardrobe in this color, but I do feel like it usually translates well on stage and in images. South Carolina is a former Miss Teen USA contestant. In fact, she placed in the top 5. She is gorgeous, so I'm not surprised that she made my list here. But I love this image. We're going with those long sleeves again, very fall-esque. This image really brings out her eyes. She has beautiful eyes, and I love it. I feel like she's gonna do very well this year, but stay tuned for my pre-arrival favorites episode, and I'll talk more about that later. Virginia has been standing out to me more and more. She is just a model. No, literally though, like, she actually is a model. I'm a little bit torn on the wardrobe choice. It does make me feel like it's like a music artist bodysuit, like a concert image, and not so much like a pageant image. I don't think that she needed all of that. But wardrobe aside, stunning image. Beautiful, great hair, great makeup, loved all of it. Nevada, big fan favorite here. Remember, she used to compete in Louisiana, a very competitive state, and would place there, but now she won the Nevada state title. So she looks really beautiful. I love this image. I'm so happy that she just looks super fresh-faced here. I think that in the past there have been some Miss Nevada USAs, and for their headshots, sometimes the makeup is a little bit heavier than I would like to see. But I think that this is such a beautiful image. I mean, she's blonde. They shot her on a white background. So when I look at this image in comparison to the rest on the website, this one stands out in particular because overall, it's just so bright. Maine, oh my goodness, how stunning is she, right? Just the facial structure, oh my gosh. So this is a fantastic image. Once again, we're seeing this almost trend, I guess you could say, of the fall wear. So we're seeing long sleeves, turtlenecks. Overall, it's lovely. I think that she looks like a contestant that can't even take a bad photo, honestly. She is that stunning. So very excited for Maine this year. Arkansas. This is what I expect of a USA pageant image. So for me, she made this cut because she looks great. The hair is polished, soft facial expression, her hands aren't distracting, the editing's good. I feel like, you know, her eyes are bold here, but the lip isn't overpowering. So she just has a very balanced image in my opinion, and of course, she looks beautiful here. Alabama. I think this image could have been a little bit stronger if it had been cropped in a little bit more. But disregarding that, let's focus on face here. So she looks stunning, love the makeup, love how natural she is. I feel that many contestant headshots nowadays go overboard with the makeup and suddenly they look like a makeup ad versus being a contestant and being a representation of themselves. Alabama is so facially stunning in this image. That's what really draws me into it. Another thing that I think could have made this image stronger is if none of the fabric was covering her face, the hair wasn't covering as much of the face, and if she had turned out more towards the camera. But regardless of all of that, she's still on the list because she looks so stunning here. Nebraska is giving me 90s Pam Anderson updo, and I love it. I love the 90s updos. I like that she went with something different. This was a little bit more daring. She's just striking with this, and I feel like because she went with the hair up that it just makes her different. I also really like that she didn't go with a massive earring. Yes, she has earrings, but the image itself is not overstyled, and I think that that's really important, especially for USA. I think that you can get away with giant earrings in, I would say, youth pageant systems in the US. Like, let's say International Junior Miss or USA National Miss. I feel like it can fly there, but you don't really see it in Miss USA or at Miss Universe. So she made a great choice here, or somebody made a great choice with the styling. Hawaii is giving me Trump era sexy with this image. Oh my gosh. I assume that Fadil shot this image. It looks like his style of photography. Either way, really, really beautiful. This image, she's just serving face, and I'm just loving it for her. I'm loving it for her. But now this is setting an expectation for me of what I feel like she's going to bring to USA. Now I'm expecting a very fabulous gown and performance based off of this image, because your image speaks for you before anything else does. Wisconsin, here we have another former teen winner. She's back, she's stunning, you should pay attention to her. She is so, so beautiful. This image I feel like can attest to that. And I feel like because she has so much experience, it is going to help her on stage. Like I said, stay tuned for my episode about the preliminary pre-rebel fabes. I think she looks amazing in this image. I'm really glad that she does look like a Miss contestant here. I feel like she transitioned in the Miss division very well. I know that that's difficult for some contestants to do, especially when you're on the younger end, but I really feel like she looks like a Miss. She's really holding her own. I think that she came back in the right way, similar to South Carolina. So I love this image. It really stands out. It's fun, it's glam, it's pretty classic pageant, I would say, just like the posed arms, the wind in the hair. She's got all of that. She looks stunning. And so, of course, she made the list. New Jersey, how stunning. Oh my gosh. She is so photogenic. So photogenic and tall, and actually we worked together before her state pageant, which was fun, and then I got to meet her when we both went to Miss New York USA, and she's in that vlog, so if you want to see her there. So she just is stunning all the time, I feel, and it's in her eyes. It's literally like the shape of her eyes and then how the makeup enhances that look. So I love this image. For me, it's the eyes that are really drawing me in and captivating me. Utah. If she is not on your list already, she should be. She is stunning. She is Venezuelan American, and she literally is this gorgeous in person. I can attest to that. And actually, I believe that she was in my Miss USA 2021 vlog. That's where we actually met. She's an absolute sweetheart. And I feel like her images are gorgeous, and you might look at them and be like, oh, there's no way she can look like that in real life. She does. She really does look like her images. Gorgeous, and I love that. So it's interesting here, when I see this yellow, we don't see yellow very often, but it does remind me of when Nia Sanchez wore the yellow preliminary gown at Miss USA. So it's really interesting. It would have been even better if it was in the 2024 year, because that would have been Nia's 10-year anniversary. That would have been cool to see. But regardless, I still like it. Really, really unique color that she chose here. I do wish that the fabric wasn't really covering her face, but not too much of it is obscured, so we'll let it fly and it just doesn't distract from the fact that she is just so gorgeous. If you've been counting, I've shared 14 images, and I'm about to reveal my 15th, which is my favorite of the group this year. And you've also probably noticed I haven't mentioned a few of your favorites, and a few of my favorites too. I like to separate them. Even though they're a favorite for the crown for me, sometimes I don't feel that being a favorite for the crown necessarily means that you have the best headshot. And that's okay. My headshot award winner for this year is New York. This is a stunning, stunning image. I love the soft retouching here. The one thing that I feel like is a natural advantage for her in this image that really draws me in, frankly, are the eyebrows. Her eyebrows are great, and you know what? My eyebrows could never. I just don't have that fullness, but I love the full brow, the arch, the color of her hair here too. I don't know who's doing her hair, but I'm loving it. The background, she went with this monochromatic look, and we saw that a few years ago for the headshots for Miss South Africa, and I loved that photo shoot, so no wonder I love this image as well. But really, really beautiful here. Facially beautiful, soft facial expression, great hair, great makeup, great editing. It's just everything for me, and it really stood out in the bunch. So that is why she is my photogenic winner of the year. If you like this episode, I think you're really gonna love my other Miss USA content that'll be coming out very soon. But until then, you should check out these recent Miss Universe recaps episode, because it is Miss Universe season and we're gearing up for that. So thank you for tuning into this episode. I hope that you had a fun time with it. I really enjoy sharing this with you, and I hope that you'll be back for a lot more.